Hey everyone, Vintage Vinny here. Welcome to my eBay sales for the month of September 2023. Had some good sales and I'm looking forward to sharing them with you all. Let's go ahead and check them out. So the very first thing that I was able to sell for the month of September was this really nice cranberry opalescent lamp that I found at a Finders Keepers consignment store. I believe I paid about $22 for it. When I first found it, I thought it was like almost like something somebody had made, but I finally figured out that no, I think this was made by the Fenton Glass Company from back in the day. Like I said, I did pay $22. I took a best offer of $65. I don't normally buy coffee mugs because they just don't sell well for me, or the ones that I see are just like they just don't have a lot of value. Mugs are tough because they're hard to ship, or the shipping price for them can be astronomical. But there's always exceptions to rules of certain items. So when I saw this Starbucks mug, it was made for the West Virginia Been There series. I did pay about $4 for this mug, and I did sell it for full asking price of $29.99. This is an item that I've had, gosh, probably since the early part of the pandemic. I got this for $9. It's a Kate Spade thank you card box, brand new and sealed, and it sold for full asking price of $24.99. This little German cat figurine I got in a grab bag from the Goodwill. Something about it just said, look it up, because some German pieces do have a little bit of value. Like I said, I got this in a grab bag, and I don't remember how much I paid for all of it. But it was definitely, I'm glad that I looked it up before I put it in a live sale. This cat sold for, I believe I took a best offer of $35 for it. You all know me and my beauty products. I do like to pick them up if they are brand new or if they look interesting. This professional Sebastian Cellophane product for your hair, I found out from one of the buyers on eBay that this saffron red was discontinued, and anytime you can find it, pick it up. These were at the Harper's Ferry flea market. My dad and I went on a weekend, so there were people set up outside, and there's usually a vendor that is right across from the indoor flea, and she had a bunch of just random boxes of just all kinds of stuff. Like you just never know what you would find in there, and I think everything was like $1 a piece. So I picked up a bunch of these Sebastian products for $1 a piece, and I sold this one and the other one for $24.99 each. And then I actually just sold another product for $25, so I did really, really well with these. So if you see any Sebastian Cellophane products brand new, I would definitely pick them up and see what they're going for. This Radica Hearts game I picked up when I was out in Stevens City, Virginia, which is kind of like a small little town outside of Winchester. And I got this at an indoor flea. It was about $2, and I sold it for full asking price of $19.99. I bought this Chantilly, and forgive me, I'm probably going to butcher that name, Hobigant set. This was $12, and it did sell for a best offer of $35. So these Proactive Daily Oil Control Moisturizers were actually an arbitrage pickup. I got these at Ross, and they were, I believe, $6 a piece, so $12 for both, and I did sell them for a full asking price of $39.99. I know that Bratz were a big thing when I was a kid, and I don't think that they're out anymore. They got discontinued. So I picked 2 of these digital adventure pieces, and I decided to go ahead and list them. I do have them listed for $34.99. I've sold one. There's still one available if anyone is interested. I paid $5 a piece for those, and like I said, one just sold for $34.99. So I was really happy with that. Again, speaking of items that I have had for quite a while, I've had this Brighton canvas tote, probably for, gosh, I would say probably 2 or 3 years. And I think I paid about $2.50 for this at a Goodwill. It was part of the color of the week, so I went ahead and picked that up. And it did sell for full asking price of $29.99. So this is Christian Dior Homme Eau for Men. I got this at one of our local peddler malls. I did pay up for it. It was about $27. And I took a best offer of $75, so I made $48 essentially. That's pretty good. Dior, Christian Dior, depending on the fragrance, can do pretty well. So this is an item that I bought at the Black Rose of Hanover. I believe I paid about $7 for it. And it is a J.G. Durand crystal sailboat sculpture. What attracted me to it initially was the deco look of it. I just thought it was phenomenal. This isn't as old as I thought it was. I know that in the 80s we had a deco revival, and then also into the 90s you saw a little bit of deco there as well. So, I listed it because I finally figured out who made it. And I think it was from about 1996, if I'm not mistaken. Anywho, so I did list that for about $39.99, and I took a best offer of $32. So I was at the Goodwill one day, and I came across these dolls. And normally I don't really go for the dolls because a lot of them are just, like, you know, those pieces that you see in all the different thrift stores that people donate because they've just been sitting in somebody's house for 30 years or possibly longer than that. At one point, I know they were really in, and now they're just kind of out. Anywho, so these spoke to me because they're marked Germany. They're an artist reproduction. They look to be nice, and that's why I went ahead and picked it up. I paid $4 for it. This one, unfortunately, while it was in my possession, the elastic holding the joints and everything together broke, so it fell to pieces. But that actually worked out better in my favor. It did sell for $20. It was easier to pack when all of the pieces were apart, because trying to wrap this all together, I think, would have been a bit of a challenge. So I'm hoping that the person who bought this is able to restring it. Anytime I look, or anytime I find the TI-84 calculators, I do pick them up. I do try to save them for when school starts because they sell much better. But I've had this one probably for over a year. I got this at a flea market, and I have not been to it in well over a year. It's just getting up early in the morning. I'm just not a morning person. And the problem is the night before I'm supposed to go, I can't sleep because I'm not sure what I'm going to find, and it's difficult for me as all get out to get up because I didn't sleep well the night before. Anywho, I can't even tell you what I paid for this because I've had it for so long, and there are no receipts when you go to the flea market because you pay all cash. Anywho, so this did sell. I believe I took a best offer of $47 or $48 for this. Keep your eyes peeled for those. This little guy I actually bought probably maybe within the last month or two. It's a Fenton purple amethyst frog. Really great design and just a really beautiful piece of glass altogether. I did get this for about $15, and I sold it for a best offer of $50. And the last thing that I would like to share with you all from my sales in September is this amazing Fenton ruffled tidbit tray. I bought this at the Fayetteville Antique Mall, and I paid $9 for it. It was in a booth that was 50% off. They were moving out, going out of business, and I did sell it for a best offer of $76. Not ever seen anything quite like that before. I just thought that was absolutely phenomenal. And I just loved that color, but I did not have a use for this piece, so I'm happy that it is going to a good home. So I would like to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all are starting to do well with Q4 picking up. If you've had any good sales, let me know down below in the comments section. I would love to know what it is you are looking out for when you're out thrifting, because we all do not find the same stuff depending on where you are. So yeah, and don't forget to check out my haul video from yesterday as well as the video I'm going to put up Friday. And then I will see you all at my sale on Saturday. You all have a good night, and thank you all so much for watching.